Welcome to the morning wood. I am so glad you could jump up on my wood. It's going to be a long, throbbing, pulsating, ejaculating show because why? This is the show named after an erection. Say it for me, Red.
Boner?
No, say it's the show named after an erection.
It's the show named after a massive, big, throbbing fucking boner. Oh, God damn it. You should have say it in the voice. God damn it. We'll get it right next time, kids. No, we've blown it now. Let's just move on.
No.
Quality programming here.
Okay.
Get Landon to do it.
Okay, Ravenous Beans, subscribe. Thank you. I thought I had that shit cut off where they don't show them subscribing, but that's fine. That's fine. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, anyways, moving on. Today is the Friday show. It's Friday shows are always crazy. This is the Friday show because you guys paid for it. That's right. You guys helped me get to this goal of making the Friday show. Every day of the week, we do a stream go, right? If we make the stream go Monday through Thursday, we do a Friday show. You guys helped me get that. And now that's what we're doing. We're doing the show for you. You and you alone because you guys are faggots. Yeah. Anyways, let me introduce the panel. Oh, I got to do my introductions. He is the mayor of Pamtown. I don't know what that means. The mayor of Gaytown, the cancer survivor, the Wendy lookalike, the coffee drinking, but usually drunk, but not today, D fucking Wayne. What's up?
I blame the shit out of your audience, and I accept $10 worth of blame for my sobriety today.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that in a minute.
This is rare.
Yeah,
this is just rare, man. I'm drinking the best part of waking up, and it's close to booze.
Yeah,
it's good. Still pretty good.
Still pretty good. All right, so we're gonna talk more about why you're sober today in a minute, but we're gonna move on. Next is the hip hop hippity hop hero, premiering his world premiere of his song today. The gayest straight guy I've ever met, Canadian gal lover, Marshall Manson.
You ever butt chug a Marshall Manson?
Yes, I have. Also, we've got the blunder from down under, the emu lover, the sexy Aussie, Mr. Red Eye. What's up?
Apparently, I can't remember lines.
You can't, you motherfucker. And now, with no further ado, we've got the brain Jesus, the crusty old testicle, the mathematical wizard, the royalty-loving Mr. Landon. No!
And good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from your friendly secular astronomer, depending on your time zone and latitude. And hello there, great Pimpmunk.
Hello. By the way, that's my new thing. I do these introductions for people. I don't know why, but I like doing it. Yeah. Anyways, let's talk about this sobriety. Well, but first off, let's make that $50 stream go today. You see that little thing over there? Boom. If we make the $50 stream go, I don't know what'll happen. But D is sober. And the reason D is sober, because he agreed the other day if we make the stream goes, he would come on the show sober, and he never does that. And that's
I want it stated for the record that I made this deal while I was intoxicated. Severely drunk on the show. I made this fucking deal, and the very next day I had totally forgotten about it. I was like, hey, I just got paid. I'm gonna give Pimp $10. And I didn't realize I was contributing to my future sobriety. This is sort of my fault now.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Landon. Somebody mentioned something. Well, Sunday I'm doing my interview with my mom, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm going to change the stream go from 50 to 150. And if we make the 150, the interview will be public, not Patreon only.
Oh, shit.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. So please contribute. Please consider tipping. PayPal, Patreon, description is in the links below. And in honor of D's sobriety and the fact that I'm not going to work today, I have a cork sniffing wine. It is an M2 Zinfandel from Lodi region. There you can see there. And of course, M2 is also the mathematical symbol for 3, the prime. Right, so it's 2015. So I'm going to be cork sniffing and in honor of D.
Oh.
And of course we even have an aerator here because you can't just have wine. You have to have the sound effects, right? So there's you heard the hiss of the wine. We pulled a vacuum here, and now I go and.
So he's drinking. He's an infidel drinking Zinfandel. That sounds like I'm pissing right there.
What is happening?
Like a racehorse.
All right,
one bottle farting.
Yeah, there you go. And so now we have this beautiful wine, and to D.
Oh, cheers!
Sobriety.
Cheers!
Cheers!
I imagine the sound. Oh yeah, guys, sorry about that. I did not have Landon's NDI source muted, so I know the sound probably sounded a little strange there. Apologies.
Sorry, but so I have a full bottle to go through.
Yeah.
This show. So maybe think of it. D and myself are trading places.
Landon's gonna get white girl wasted. Landon's gonna get white girl wasted, man. But more like very old nursing home wasted.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not wine; it's the blood of his opponents.
It's Neil deGrasse Tyson's bone marrow is what it is.
It's Jesus blood, right?
Jesus blood.
Yeah.
Oh God, Landon fucking murdered Jesus. And his birthday just right around the corner. Well, it actually ain't. If Jesus was real, Christmas is not his birthday, but whatever. We're not getting into all that.
It ain't so. Now you're going to impugn the existence of Santa Claus.
Well, I love Santa Claus. Somebody bought me a sign off my wish list.
Now, Pimpmunk, have you ever played the role of Santa Claus?
I have. I'll tell you what, I got a funny story about that. When I was in high school, I played Santa Claus. The teacher come to me, one of the teachers, I was kind of... In high school, I was a popular kid, and because I played football and all that shit. But one of the teachers came to me, he's like, hey, John, you can get all day out of class, if you come play Santa Claus for me. Okay. That was it. So they took me to elementary school, and the little elementary part, and I was over and I had all these kids, and it was so cool. There was one little sweet girl come over, oh, Santa Claus, I love you, all this stuff. And there was this little boy, though. He just stood there, and he just gave me this dirty eye, you know what they call a stank eye. He was giving me the stank eye the whole time. And he walks over to me. He gets on my leg. He said, you're not the real Santa Claus. I said, yes, I am, kid. Shut up. He's like, you're not the real Santa Claus. I know the real Santa Claus. You're not the real Santa Claus. I said, I'm the real Santa Claus. Well, he grabs my fake beard, pulls it down, and said, see, I told you. And I was like, you little son of a bitch.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and then, all the kids was like, oh, their eyes got out. They were all, and I looked up there over the teacher like, what the fuck do I do? I don't know what to do. I was scared and nervous, but then I kind of made up some story about, Santa had to, shave because I don't know what it was because sick kids, and I was helping sick kids, and I gave him the Santa beard to sick kid. Yeah, it was some shit.
Yeah, because small children need beard hair.
Yeah.
You could have just made up some story about how you used your beard hair in some kind of magical potion for your reindeer to be able to fly or something.
I started to tell that little boy I murdered a little 5-year-old and stuck it up his ass. Nothing sexual. That was before. But anyways.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, Red Eye. Red Eye is allegedly a
I
human
got a
being.
bit of a thunderstorm going, so I'm just muting.
Oh, he got a blunderstorm going because he's the blunder from down under.
They're having weather down there.
Yeah, that's
green clouds and everything. Boy, Australia's messed up.
Australia's messed up.
We also got cauliflower hail the size of fucking tennis balls.
Yeah.
Really? Yes.
In Sydney City, so the whole of Sydney got smashed by a fucking hailstorm, and the insurance companies are calling it a catastrophe because there's a lot of fucking damaged cars out there, and they got to pay.
But the tower stayed up. The tower did not fall down.
What's the worst storm you guys ever been caught in? I tell you mine when y'all think of yours. It was a tornado coming, and they announced on the fucking news that there's a tornado on Ball Hill, and the Ball Hill's where I lived. And they said Ball Hill. I was like, oh shit. So my grandmother was living with us at the time, and so we got out the house and was going to the storm cellar down the road. But my grandmother's slow, crippled ass was trying to get down the porch, and she couldn't do it. So I grabbed her ass, threw her over my shoulder, and ran with her. And the whole time she was slapping me in the back of the head, calling me a sumbitch. Said, I'd rather die by the tornado than you break my damn hips. I hated that old bitch anyway.
I think I have two worst storms, but I guess it has to, be qualified by what do you mean? Because in California, we don't have the kind of storms that you have in, say, Texas or some other place like that. We have firestorms versus fucking tornadoes and shit. So in San Diego, I remember it was one of those years where almost the entire fucking state caught on fire, and I was going out, to work. And all I see, because my work was 5 miles away, I see this ginormous column of black smoke, almost encompassing the whole fucking sky, just roaring up. And I was like, nah, dude, I'm not going to go to fucking work today. That's going to burn down my fucking place of work.
Yeah.
So that was a really bad storm because for weeks, it looked like a post-apocalyptic future with people wearing masks and it was green and hazy outside. So that was really scary, but even scarier than that was one holiday season I was spending in Texas with my relatives. There was 3 or 4 tornadoes that touched down within about 5 miles from the house that we were playing cards in.
Shit.
Yeah.
And there was no basement. There was nowhere for us to go. So we were just well, we might die. Want to play poker?
Yeah.
That's one way to go out.
That's crazy, man.
When I was in middle school, there was a
we might
it just
die.
kept raining and raining and raining, and it just wouldn't stop for a couple weeks or something. Maybe a few days it stopped. And it started flooding really bad, and it actually flooded in elementary school up to the roof. And I had to go to school that day, and I got stranded at school with all the floodwaters around the area where I go to school. So when they tried to take us home, the buses couldn't get through the water. And somehow my grandfather was able to get to the school, and I was maybe 5 minutes from my house. Took me 5 hours to get home because the traffic was that bad.
Damn.
Damn. What about you, Landon?
Oh, and a woman died. It was really unfortunate.
Oh,
Sorry
that's
to interrupt.
the last thing you mentioned was the little thing. The woman died.
I was stuck in traffic. Okay, it's important.
Well, if I'll give you a California storm, and then I'll give you my worst storm. In California, there's a famous hurricane. Yeah, we actually had a hurricane in 1964 called the Columbus Day storm.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually a hurricane that went up the coast, right? It basically, or down, it went up the coast. And we had, as a kid, I was only 4 years old at the time. It was because in 1964 on Columbus Day, we had furniture that was on our deck in our home that was, smashed up against the side of the house. And I remember seeing things like the shed, roof shed being blown over the house and gone and so forth. It went up farther north to our family farm where, for example, it was cutting off the tops of walnut trees, which is really bad if you're a walnut farmer. It even blew so hard that it actually changed the direction of the McKenzie River there. So it was a pretty bad storm. And actually, the west coast of North America has hurricanes about once every 20 years or so. It's one of our little things that happen. But my worst storm in terms of intensity was in Antarctica. And we had it's occasionally when the cold bubble that sits over the polar cap slides off, you can get some very fierce winds coming from the direction of the south. And it'll last for typically, it lasts for a while, typically somewhere between 1 and 2 days. This one actually lasted almost 3 days. And the peak speed that I clocked, the wind at going over our tent was about 150 kilometers an hour. and our winds, our tents were aerodynamically designed so to survive it. So it wasn't a matter of that. It was just the fact that the wind chill was just so extreme that you didn't go outside. I remember when it started, when the wind started, and people said, get in the tents and stay there until it's done. We had this lady who was joined our expedition, and I'm not quite sure why she did so. She and her husband, they never actually participated much on it. They were saying like, oh, we're here, we're bored, what's going on? And they're in the middle of beautiful Antarctica, and this lady was like, well, what am I gonna do, right? I'm bored already. And I remember saying, lady, you can go outside your tent and die. That would be exciting for a while. We would appreciate it because it'd have less noise coming from your tent, but you just got to stay there and we wait it out. I mean, that's what you have to do. And it's like, well, but I want instant gratification. It's like, no, sorry. You've got your pee bottle, you've got your poop dish, and you've got food in your tent. I didn't get food. Well, you better go and get some food because you're not going to leave your tent very soon.
So you guys were pooping in dishes for 3 days?
Yeah.
Good Lord, that sounds terrible.
Well, you put it on the floor near the entrance where it's colder, so that it would chill, right? Because Mr. Hanky frozen doesn't smell so bad.
Yeah. Oh, I always thought that just if you don't poop in water, it's not right. I don't know if you guys have not. If you poop in something not water, I think if you've had that experience, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It does feel weird.
It feels real weird.
It's like you're giving birth to something.
Right?
Every time I take a shit, it feels like I'm giving birth.
Well, the thing you want to do, because your tent mate's listening or even watching, is you want to be sure that it's just a solid plop as opposed to plop, dribble.
But knowing me, I'd make a scene out of it. I'd be like, look at me shit! Everybody do not evade your eyes from me. I want you to watch me shit.
And it's amazing. My tent mate never took a picture of me taking a dump.
Oh, I would have took a picture of you taking a shit.
Dude, I would have hold my shit in for 3 days. That's what I would have done. I wouldn't have shit.
I would have pushed on your belly when you were asleep.
No, seriously, the wind, the sound of the wind is just amazing because the musical notes. I mean, you could just sit in your tent and listen to the sound of the wind howling and all the vibrations and so forth. It's a beautiful bit of music. I was just a trance.
I just want
nearly 3 days.
I just want to recognize how much different D is when he's drunk and sober. It's like daylight and fucking dark, man.
I don't know what the difference is because I probably forget most of the shit that I say on your streams.
Yeah, well, that's why, because you say some crap. But now D, see, a lot of times people don't realize how intelligent D is because he's drunk all the fucking time. But D's a pretty intelligent guy.
Oh, he is. He's very intelligent.
Not at all. It's all lies.
But when he's he's got drunk philosophy a lot of times too, and that's what he sounds kind of retarded sometimes.
No, but he also plays games under the influence.
Yeah. Well, honestly, the alcohol does not impact my gameplay. It's always bad.
It's always bad.
Sober, drunk, I suck at video games. Period.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
that's true.
I like to get Red's worst storm experience.
We get the tail end of cyclones.
Yeah, y'all get a lot of sand shit, don't you? Sandstorms and shit.
Out west you get some pretty decent sandstorms, but the supercell storms that we get here, they don't last as long as the cyclone, but they will push through. Or you can just hear there's a cell right above me right now.
Yeah.
Thundering away, and it's about to drop its bundle on me again. So if I drop out, that's why.
I understand.
But we get smashed by these supercells, and they're a really dangerous storm because they basically get it. The air that's feeding into them starts getting a spiral, and it gives them a lot more energy, and they can have the same destructive force as a hurricane, but you get about fucking 15 minutes warning. Yeah. And if you're not keeping an eye on the Weather Bureau or got the radio on, the first thing you'll know about it is the fucking first thunderclap when it gets in range, and you got about 5 minutes then. Yeah. And the worst one we've had here In 12 hours, over 300 millimeters of rain fell, and half my house became a river.
Damn. Well, you know one of the things that pisses me off is the misconceptions of tornadoes. And a lot of people, see, down south, people are like, well, you know, Marshall here knows because he's from South. There's this thing like, if you're driving in a car, get under an underpass. Well, that is fucking total bullshit.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't want to get under an underpass. It will fucking suck you out. And there's cars above you and shit. Well, how does that make sense?
Well, I guess it depends on how big the underpass is, right? Like, what if it's like sort of a tunnel almost?
No, dude, you don't want to get under a fucking underpass. You just don't want to do it.
I'd be going in a tunnel, man.
And another thing is they think that, for some reason, tornadoes don't hit water. Are you fucking
What? They're water spouts.
Exactly. They are like, see, a lot of times when a tornado hits water, they become two tornadoes. They'll split. And, you know, there's a scene from the movie Twister that actually is true. They will split sometimes. But, yes, they will hit water. They will. But it is such a common misconception about fucking getting under an underpass. That one, like, why would you? No, don't do that.
You hear that one. You hear go lay in a ditch.
But that is actually true, though.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that one.
That is actually, they say if you ain't got nowhere else to go, do not stay in your car, lay in a ditch.
The best warnings and best ones are those old videos that tell you what to do in case of a nuclear attack. I think these are like in the 1950s or whatever. They're like, get down, cover your head. They're like telling you to like get behind a fucking tree or something. It's like,
yeah, the song.
Yeah, duck and cover, dude. The fucking yeah.
Yeah, and you definitely want to, like, in tornadoes, you definitely want to stay away from windows. What the best thing to do if you're stuck in your house is to get a mattress, get into the lowest part of your house that has no windows, cover your ass up with the mattress. That's the if you're stuck in a house. Best thing is get a storm cellar or be near a storm cellar or have somewhere to go. But if you can't, that's what you need to do. And I have done that a couple of times. Yeah.
I went through my first earthquake a few nights ago.
Yeah, the one from the one that happened in Tennessee.
Well, yeah, a lot of people don't know in Georgia and Tennessee are on like a really active fault line, and I was up super late, and the whole house started shaking. I'd never experienced an earthquake before. I was like, "What the fuck?" It felt bizarre. It was
like something. Wasn't it like a 4-point something on the Richter scale?
Yeah. It was catastrophic, dude. It knocked my trash can over.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty big for Tennessee and Georgia, though.
It really is. I know that we have a lot of small earthquakes, but that was the biggest one I think I've ever I actually saw shit in my house moving.
Yeah.
So here's, I mean, I actually if I have to experience an earthquake, I enjoy the hell out of it.
Because you're a sick bastard.
And it's fun to pay attention to what's going on in the earthquake. But do not run out of the house. You know, get in there and cover up, and then ride it out and enjoy it. Because I mean, you're in an earthquake, you can't do anything about it. You might as well do some experiments, like measure the difference between the time distance between the P wave and the S wave, right?
You're
when an earthquake starts and it goes to rattle.
I don't even know what a P wave and S wave is.
And then it goes. Because the P wave is where you get the and you go wham, and you get the seesaw back and forth. Well, that's the S wave hitting you. So the distance between the P, it's like thunder and lightning, right? And you hear the thunder and you count. And
the S wave for me, if someone in an earthquake, I shit my pants. Yes, shit.
I say you see the flash and you count and you hear the thunder, and you can say, well, in the case of earthquakes, when you begin to feel the rattle, and that's when you're going into your predicament position. And then when the ash wave hits and you get that seesaw wham back and forth thing, that's the number of seconds between the P and the S is for every second your epicenter is 8 kilometers or 5 miles from where you are. So if you have a 2-second delay between the rattle and the wham, then that is 16 kilometers or 10 miles away. You can measure you can get an idea about how far away the epicenter is. And given how violent the earthquake is, you get an idea about its magnitude. And if you know where the faults are in your area, you can figure out probably where the epicenter was.
I don't think most people thinking that, Andy. I think most people say, "Oh my God, it's the earthquake. I'm shitting my britches."
But I had a really big earthquake it was in Istanbul, Turkey in 1999, and in China in 2008.
You crazy, Landon.
Yeah, earthquakes have never ever bothered or scared me. The last one that I remember, I was asleep, and I woke up to the trembling. Probably what Landon's talking about, the S wave, and is that the beginning one?
P wave pressure.
That's the P wave. Okay, so I probably woke up about that point, and when I'm awake, like, what the fuck is going on? That's when basically my whole bed started shifting back and forth, like going crazy. And I was like, woo! And I was like, okay, is it over? Is it over? And I went right back the fuck to sleep. I didn't even talk to anybody. I was like, man, I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah, I didn't find it scary.
That's the number of seconds between that first one and the second one. You know, times 5 for miles, times 8 for kilometers, and
I sort of had like a vertigo type feeling after. Like,
yeah, because the S waves continue to dampen, and you can feel them. You know, you get the long period quakes.
Yeah.
You get that squeezy feeling. Pretty good people have motion sickness.
Imagine.
Bad seeing. But in the case of like in Istanbul, we were in. I was actually in a famous place called Blue Mosque, and there are a bunch of people around in that area, and there was a sort of the imam guy, the head of Blue Mosque. It wasn't really a service, right? Because I was actually being an infidel. I was actually allowed to sort of watch the thing. It was more like a informal chat or discussion. But unfortunately, a bunch of people decided, oh, you know, it's an earthquake. I got to run outside. And again, I don't understand that mentality. My first thought was, this thing's been here since 1453. It's been beta tested, right? This dome has had a bunch of earthquakes, and it survived. I'm staying right here. Unfortunately, what happened to the people, by the time they were able, because the earthquake was actually quite violent, by the time they were able to leave the place, right? Because when you're in an intense earthquake, you don't even know where up is, right? Let alone run to the door. What happened was that when it started to calm down a little bit, that's when people fled to the door. And the problem is that the building is rocking back and forth. And then when the earthquake stops, the ground stops and the building starts shifting back and forth. Well, stuff on the outside started falling on the outside. And people, when they were able to leave the mosque, went outside to be hit by debris coming off the side.
Damn.
But this imam was blind.
Yeah.
Right? And he had no idea what was going on. And the whole place, I mean, the whole mosque emptied, but me and this dude.
Yeah.
And so he was kind of like someone, I mean, effectively he was saying in Arabic, someone tell me what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And so I went there and said, sir, you know, we're having an earthquake, but let's just stay here because the mosque is safe. You know, and so we wrote it out, and then after the earthquake was done, it's like, okay, well, let's wait, because the earthquake kind of died down and started up again, but then it finished. I said, okay, and then I helped the guy outside.
Okay.
And so I walk out with this old dude, this venerated, you know, imam guy, and he was like, "Where's everyone?" So they ran out and they left you. It's like, why did they leave? I mean, this place is, you know, well, and so he then went outside of the porch where a bunch of people were dead, other people were hurting, and he started yelling at these people in Arabic. Apparently, he preached this sort of hellfire sermon saying, "How dare you?" This, and he was basically pointing back to me, and I was translated saying, "Yeah," he was basically saying, "This infidel stayed inside the mosque and helped me, and all you so-called good Muslims took off." And he's pissed.
Oh. Last night, Landon, did you see a weird light in the sky last night?
Did I see a weird light in the sky?
A mysterious light. in the California sky. It was in the Bay Area actually. NASA said it was a meteor. A lot of people was calling in. There's a mysterious alien in the sky, and it was a meteor.
Alas, I did not. I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't know. You know, yeah. A lot of people was reporting aliens, of course, because
And that's what they always jump to.
yeah. Why can't they just use their logical minds instead of okay, wait a minute, this is probably not a fucking alien. This is probably a meteor.
From outer space.
Yeah, it is from outer space though.
Well, even when they see like aircraft that they can't identify, like they always jump to alien. Like, what's more likely? It's aliens or some kind of government fucking craft or some shit.
It's unidentified. Why do you think you can identify it as an alien then?
Exactly. And then another thing people say is, I believe in UFOs. Like, all UFO means is that you don't know what the hell it is. What you're trying to say is you believe that UFOs come from aliens.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, look, they shit themselves when they see a SpaceX fucking one of the stages split and actually come back down and land and do the fucking, like when they pivot in the air, and it throws out a really strange exhaust plume compared to what they're used to seeing from a conventional rocket. Just has stages that fall back to Earth. And I remember they've a whole bunch of people freaked the fuck out because a SpaceX fucking stage flew back down to Earth, and from a vast distance it looked really cool and weird.
Yeah.
And they all fucking just went, aliens! It's just like, oh, fucking SpaceX, you fucking know SpaceX was launching that day. You fucking know SpaceX launches from this fucking location regularly. Are you that fucking dumb? Apparently, yes, they are.
Dude, they were just trying to cover for the aliens. Like, SpaceX is, like, in with the conspiracy, okay?
You know what? Elon Musk is an alien.
Yes.
And the whole thing is just a cover-up.
Elon Musk is a drongo, but fucking SpaceX is, look, it's a thing. It's real. Oh, my God.
But Australia is a nice target for spacecraft falling down. I think you've been hit by several Soviet pieces of junk.
Yeah, the Soviets and Chinese. Yeah, Soviets, Chinese. Probably you guys have dropped some garbage.
I mean, probably the Americans have done too, but they just don't talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like we'll just keep this one on the down low. When the original Skylab broke up and all the fucking nuclear gear fell to the earth, it's like, oh, that's going to crash out near Goondiwindi. Let's not tell the Aussies.
Yeah, I mean, why tell them what's going on in Australia? It's
so yesterday in the UK there was a Santa Claus who flipped the fuck out and started cussing kids.
Outstanding.
That sounds normal to me. I don't see the problem is here.
Parents said that their friend's little boy was upset as his dad was carrying him when Santa told him to get the fuck out.
Damn.
well, that sounds like somebody pulled his beard and he got upset.
Yeah.
The teacher.
Tell you, man, them Santa Clauses put up with some shit, man. Kids pissing on them and puking on them, and it's rough, man.
Yeah, I do not envy that job at all. Mostly for like sanitary reasons, like kids are just fucking germ carrying fucking liabilities, dude.
I always kind of question Santas. I'm like, why do you want kids to sit on you for a living? It sounds creepy to me.
Why wouldn't you want kids to sit on you for a living? Oh God, I'm so bad. Sorry, Red Eye.
Wow. Allegedly.
Yeah. That was the Ambien.
I'm disavowing immediately.
You're disavowing.
Disavowed.
Yeah.
You ever done Ambien?
No, I actually haven't done Ambien ever.
I have. It's awesome.
Did you do any shit you don't remember?
No, unfortunately I never had the results that some of my friends had with it. There was one guy working on the ship with me. We were repairing generators in the Navy for F-18s, and right before he would go to bed, at the end of his shift, he would take 2 Ambien, but he wouldn't go to bed. Like the doctor says, go the fuck to bed. Like if you take this medication, you lay down immediately. You do not pass go collect $200. You fucking go right to bed. And this dude just wouldn't go to sleep. He would start talking about the craziest shit. He'd be telling us how to troubleshoot the generator in ways that made absolutely no sense, and he wouldn't remember any of it the following morning. So it was pretty entertaining.
Joe Rogan talked about he knew some guy who took Ambien, woke up in the middle of the night,
drove his car.
a meal.
Oh no,
Well, no,
yeah.
Maybe it was his guest who talked about it, but dude woke up, made a meal, like a big ass meal in the middle of the night, ate it, went back to sleep, woke up and noticed all this food was gone, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, you came out here and like made like a huge fucking dinner and ate it, and he had no memory of it."
Yeah, I watched that episode. That's when Rogan was kind of defending Roseanne, saying, you know, that she could have been on Ambien when she made those comments. Because people, you know, there has been people. There was cops pulled over a guy for.
You mixed it with alcohol.
The cops pulled over a guy that was driving erratically one night, and when they stopped him, he was asleep in the car. He was actually driving while he was asleep. He was on Ambien.
Holy fuck, man! You're sleep driving.
Yeah, the Ambien makes you do some weird fucking shit, bro. I've had a lot. I've heard. I mean, I had a lot of people tell me that they've done. I got a friend that said that, you know, he woke up watching TV, just sitting there and had a Coke in his hand.
What the fuck, dude?
See, that shit freaks me out because I know that, like, that's just like Ambien. Like, that's something that could happen because you are voluntarily taking a drug. But there are people, lots of people actually, who have weird sleep and, like, brain problems. So they will find themselves, like, barefoot and, like, half naked in the fucking woods.
Oh,
you know?
When I was a kid. Oh, go ahead.
No, I sleepwalk, and I used to be a lot worse than I am now. Occasionally, I'll find myself in another room or something that don't remember getting there. But Mom had to keep me from going down the highway one night when I was young.
Fuck yeah, dude. When I was a kid, I used to sleepwalk, and they had to stop me from going out of the house.
Yeah.
But the worst thing I ever did sleepwalking is I got up, went into my sister's room. There was like a big like plastic tub of VHS tapes, and I took a piss in them, like while asleep. And they were so pissed at me, but I don't remember it, dude.
Damn, that's crazy. You really didn't like those VHS tapes, did you?
Of course I loved them. That's my fucking movies, and they're fucked up.
I've got a quick question. Did you butt chug the fucking?
Did you butt? Yeah.
VHS tapes that were pissed off?
Yeah, I did. I did actually.
It's interesting that the word butt chug and you seem to be associated.
He likes
in
chugging
various ways.
He likes butt chugging stuff.
Have you ever butt chugged Antarctic ice? I mean, wouldn't you get frostbite? Other regions?
I've decided that like I want to make at least one butt chug joke everywhere I appear from now on. So that's not even a joke. It's just something I need to comment on.
You need to write Butt Chug the musical.
It's today winter solstice. It is, isn't it?
I don't know.
Well, it depends upon the time zone. I mean, it's within solstice 2018 is within the spot. Actually, the time, which is of course, well, actually, it is the solstice because to be fair to Red Eye, he's experiencing a summer solstice.
Oh, yeah. Well, but they don't matter, so it's the winter solstice.
Well, it's actually saying Friday, December 21st, right here on Google.
Well, I mean, it's you know yes, it's sort of in that sense it's a time, but you know it's called the solstice, but again for the southern region, it's their height of summer.
Yeah, here on Google it actually says winter solstice 2018 in northern hemisphere will be at 2:23 p.m. So technically it's not winter solstice in the northern hemisphere yet.
But it will be soon in some hours. Okay.
We gotta do like some pagan rituals or some shit.
Yeah, but happy solstice to people.
Yeah, happy.
It's the height of the season for various reasons. It's the reason for the season.
Hell yeah!
It's the true reason for the season, not some mythical dude, right?
Yeah.
Time of the earth.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Did you know that Marvel Studios dominated 2018?
Of course
I don't fucking doubt it.
And is set up for a successful 2019 as well. Black Panthers, Avengers, Infinity War, and Ant-Man, and The Wasp all debuted in 2018. The Marvel Cinematic Universe shows no signs of stopping with Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, and Spider-Man Far From Home set to hit cinemas in 2019. So There you go.
Look, I've always been a DC guy, but I got to give credit to Marvel that they fucking killed it with the cinematic universe. They did
Yeah.
everything right, just about. I mean,
DC did everything wrong. So
the DCE was a train wreck that should be aborted immediately. It was terrible. It was a terrible attempt at a universe.
So, Red Eye and anybody else up here that's into those comics, what is your favorite Marvel and your favorite DC?
Ooh. You know, I really liked Infinity War. I guess I just liked that they were able to actually use all of these different characters. I mean, even if you got just a small amount of time with them on screen for some of them,
Yeah.
they still did a pretty fucking good job, I think. Like that undertaking was so gigantic. I think that they did it justice, and they did a really good job. For DC, fuck, dude, I don't know. I liked Wonder Woman, but that's because she's hot. That's about it.
But did you like the movie though? Did you actually like the movie?
The movie Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
No. Not because it was a good movie. I feel like they fucked up the end pretty badly.
Because most people I've talked to said it was pretty good. I don't know.
It was like compared to everything else in that shit attempt at a universe like Suicide Squad. I mean, it's good compared to that, but that's still not good.
I gotta go with Batman with DC though. I mean, you gotta go with Batman.
So, what are you asking? My favorite DC versus Marvel character or film?
Either. Well, I was talking about character, but D went into film, and that's fine.
Oh, you said, shit. I gotta go back then, because it wouldn't be Wonder Woman for character. Are you kidding me?
Well, then go.
It would be Batman. It would be Batman.
Yeah, okay.
Like, right? Come on.
Okay, then what about your favorite Marvel character?
God. I don't know, dude. I honestly don't know. Probably Spider-Man. Like, long time
He's one of my
favorite of
least
mine
favorite.
from, like, my childhood.
That's not. Well, no.
I wanted to be Spider-Man, dude. I wanted to shoot the fucking webs out of my hands, all that shit.
Yeah, dude.
I really
I'd have to
Hulk.
separate this into villains and heroes. So
Yeah.
for villains on DC, I'd go with the Joker, and for heroes on DC, I'd go with a tie between the Green Lantern and Batman. And then Marvel, my favorite villain is the Green Goblin, and favorite hero is Wolverine.
Okay. Oh, Red Eye.
Well, I'm probably say Deadpool for Marvel, and yeah, Batman's probably the go-to DC one.
Yeah, I think so.
Up above both of those, I've definitely put 2000 AD and just about everything they've done. Slane, Strontium Dogs, Rogue Trooper, Judge Dredd, all that shit. It's so much fucking more entertaining for me to read that stuff than any Marvel or DC based comic.
There you go. Landon, do you have a favorite, or you really don't give a shit?
Well, I mean, I'm that's not a set of genres that I follow. I do remember watching the original Batman TV series, and I remembered that I had nightmares of the Joker. I didn't like him as a little kid, right? It was, in terms of the movie stuff, I remember I was quite amused by Black Panther from several reasons. First of all, I saw the areas where I said, that's how it was filmed. That's not filmed up in Oakland, where the actual Black Panther Party reigned at the time. And it's one of the little facts that was as a young kid, I actually had a number of interactions with both Huey Newton and Eldridge Cleaver, and would have arguments with Huey Newton about the Constitution. I was this parody little dude that was parroting my parents, conservative crap, and he was arguing with me about go back and read this and go back and read that, and back and forth. Really because our teacher had her house up in Oakland was right next to the Black Panther headquarters. The place where the police came in and shot it up. And I remember because it had all these things about pigs not allowed and so forth across the building. They referred to police as pigs back then, or they did the Black Panthers. So when I saw Black Panther the movie, I saw basically like if you see where the guy where the guy has the visit and from the dudes and the spacecraft come down, that's the area where essentially the part of the Black Panther Party headquarters was. So they basically did this homage to the Black Panther Party, and it was a pretty tumultuous time during the 60s where there were essentially a bunch of people who decided to use arms to defend themselves, right? So the Black Panther Party did a lot of things such as feeding people, take care of people, taking care of, for example, when they were running the show, there was no crime going on in that area, quote unquote, unless they wanted it to, because essentially ran the place. But it scared a lot of people to see African Americans, they called them blacks at the time, defending themselves effectively. That really freaked the police out, really freaked out the establishment. Unfortunately, the Black Panther Party had a lot of great ideals, but these folks descended into drugs and other things. I think Huey Newton got assassinated by a drug bust gone wrong or a drug deal gone wrong and so forth. There's a lot of tragedy that ended up with the area. But during the time when they were doing it, was the conversations about the political conversations were actually quite important for me, because he treated me as somebody worth arguing for, and would go back and say, go and read this part of the Constitution, come back and tell me what it means, when I would make stupid statements.
Yeah.
Wow. And I didn't agree with him. As much as I don't agree with him right now, but still, he was. If you go back and go back to Wikipedia, look at the Black Panther Party, and look at some of the stuff about them, and Angela Davis, and the whole thing about Timothy Leary and breaking him out of courtroom jail and so forth. This pretty wild ride around that time.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Sorry, I went off the side, but that
you definitely went in a different direction.
That was a great tangent, though.
You definitely went in a different direction.
Started from Marvel character to Black Panther history.
I was thinking, well, that's not what I asked.
It was relative, though.
Yeah, it was a cousin.
Yeah, and I did, and the movie does have scenes from in Oakland, where the Black Panther Party started. And it's a Black Panther, so I mean, it's
man, fuck them angry Negroes. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I mean, they had some really big guns. I mean, though they believed in the Second Amendment.
When I think about the Black Panther Party, I think of Forrest Gump. Sorry, I ruined your Black Panther Party. I think of that.
Oh yeah.
I think of that every time. Fucking Forrest Gump, man. Anyways, thank you. That was actually, very cool. Very cool stuff. Okay.
You get your dose of learning on the morning wood.
Hell yeah, you do. Especially with Landon. Landon will teach you some motherfucking shit. He'll teach you some shit. Red Eye won't teach you a damn thing, though.
Nope.
Red Eye's a dumbass.
Yes, that's a pretty accurate statement.
Nah, you're not a dumbass. You know better.
Nah.
You're not a dumbass.
I'm no astrophysicist.
Yeah, but anyway, so original the thing is the Black Panther Party for self-defense.
Yeah.
Bobby Seale, Huey Newton, so forth. Look it up. I mean, the Wikipedia page, Black Panther Party, gives you a bunch of things about that tumultuous time.
Well, I ain't no asshole physicist either.
Asshole physicist.
But yeah, look it up, man. Yeah, the Black Panther is some interesting shit. It really is.
Arsehole physicist, that's another word for that's butt chugologist, I do.
Yeah, that's a physicist. I ain't no asshole physicist.
It was
But
one of the things that
chugology.
getting my security clearance. That was one of the heartburns that they ran through was
Yes,
my association with people that were considered to be,
Black,
yes.
pretty much.
Considered to be black.
People of color.
So yeah,
The pox,
like-
as I call them.
yeah,
The
Landon,
pox.
I hate to tell you this, but your application to the KKK was rejected because you knew Nelson Mandela and fucking this dude from the Black Panthers, and they just went, this is definitely not the sort of member that we're looking for. We'll politely decline this gentleman's offer to join our wonderful organisation.
And actually, that Eldridge Cleaver, part of the time he went and escaped the U.S. and went to, it was in Algeria for a while. He went down to South Africa for a while, and then found out that they didn't like him down there, and so he left and went back up to the Libya, Algeria region, and then came back to the U.S.
Yeah, let me see. They said Landon's cam's it is frozen over here. D's not frozen, so I don't know why Landon's frozen. It wasn't frozen on Skype. No, it's frozen on the OBS for some reason.
Dude, it's the second one again.
Yeah, it's always the second fucking window. I don't know why.
You just gotta put like a picture of an ass in the second window and then like reserve the other spots for actual guests.
This fucking overlay is cursed.
Yeah, it is.
It's like it's
But-
been
but-
cursed by a drunken gypsy.
I have to give Huey Newton credit. I was when I pushed the issue on a Third Amendment, sort of going to court on a Third Amendment issue, and people say, "What Third Amendment?" Yes, Third Amendment. Look it up. We had an issue where they wanted to do. It was one of these Fleet Week type things where they were going to basically do quartering of troops in people's homes. And the Constitution has a very explicit thing. You cannot do that, right? And so I had to rain on people's parade and say, no, sorry, and brought a Third Amendment suit against the military for wanting to do this. Well, we'll have the people come in and embed, and they're doing this urban warfare simulation. Something or other. It's like, no, you cannot have. I mean, the nicest people they are. The Constitution is very explicit. I gave an oath to defend the Constitution, and that includes telling the military, sorry, the Third Amendment doesn't allow quartering of troops in civilian places. Can't do it. Sorry. I know it's for patriotic reasons, but sorry, the Constitution says no, right? And I owe that discussion to the Newton because he made me actually read the Bill of Rights and then come back and explain it to him, right?
Yeah, wait just a second. I'm gonna have to stop the stream for just a second and restart it because it's froze up again on me, not on me, so I can't do anything over here, and I have to be able to do things.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So give me just a second. I'm gonna have to redo this shit. So guys, the stream will stop for a second, and when you go back to watch it, it'll be a two-parter most likely. So that's what happened.
One Mississippi.
Yeah.
One Mississippi.
All right, here we go. And he's still waiting. Good Lord.
No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law.
Yeah.
And so the question is, and that's sort of one of those things that
I appreciate that shit because I don't want the government to be like, yo, dude, I'm just gonna like put these troops inside your house, fucking do shit and like take care of their shit, you know.
Yeah.
Give them your bed.
Anyways, I have really got to get this fucking. I'm gonna get the other OBSs and try to fuck with it some because this shit is buggy. But anyways, we're back. I noticed that we're back live on the thing, so everything's good. I do want to tell everybody we're about to start the second hour, which is only gonna be a half an hour.
please tip.
Yeah, tip. If you make the stream go, which is 150, I know it's a little high, but 150, then Sunday interview that I have with my mother will be a live interview. So, yeah. I mean, it'd be public. There you go. So, if you want to see, and that will be live too. So, yeah, if you do that, and also we're at the end of the show today. I forgot to mention this earlier. We will be premiering. We're just going to end the show with Marshall's song, which is, what's the name of the song?
This is called I actually forgot the fucking name of
Boxed
the
In.
Yes, something like that.
Damn,
It's
dog.
some fucking song.
I actually knew the name, and I was gonna get you to, but you fucking forgot your name of your song. Damn, dude.
Dude, there was no thought put into the name of that song. I'm like, this is a name. Upload it.
Landon, are you feeling that wine yet, or whatever you're drinking?
So, are you going to play us out with one of Marshall's songs tonight? We should do a full fucking O'Reilly.
Yeah.
What does it mean to play us out? What does this mean?
Yeah,
There's no words there.
This fucking caffeine shit, like, I'm anxious, man. I'm fucking anxious. This is what your fucking fans have done to me. They've got me, like, on the brink of a fucking anxiety attack or some shit with this coffee.
You just gotta, like, intravenously inject straight caffeine in your veins.
Yeah. Yesterday when this happened, when the thing froze and I had to restart, it made it a 2-part stream.
That's weird. That's really
Annoying.
weird. I've never seen that.
Yeah, it did on YouTube. I noticed that yesterday's Morning Wood is in 2 parts. So I named it Part 2.
Yeah, you see, it has the first part and then part B.
Yeah, B, A, and B. That's the 2 first letters of the alphabet.
So anyway, there. So
Part deuce. I mean,
more
part
wine
two.
there, D.
All right, yes. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'll take a drink of Diet Mountain Dew. And Red Eye will drink his usual piss.
Wait, what?
Red Eye likes to
wine.
drink his own urine.
No, I stopped doing urine therapy last week.
Oh, okay. No more urine therapy.
Did you just say urine?
He did say urine.
Oh,
I've never heard that Australianism. That's really cool.
Uh-oh. I froze.
People drink their own piss because they think it's healthy.
Some people do.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Some people
Yes.
dump it
Oh,
into
yes.
their nasal cavities.
The non-sex show fucking had a wonderful guy. There's other people out there that think you can drink all sorts of things like bleach, and there's just so many of them.
But there's a reason why you're pissing it. Because your body says...
No. You don't understand,
no.
Landon. It actually cures cancer, if you didn't know.
That's
they
right.
They gargle it to keep their breath fresh. It's... Yeah. Oh, you think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding.
This is like a subculture. It's like the beard thing.
Yeah, I call them fucking morons. Or piss-gargling idiots.
Yes.
And here I thought flat earthing was the lowest form of humanity, but
Oh,
You know,
piss recyclers?
Maybe some of these people should start doing the little tea thing that you can put in your nose.
On DP they played someone doing that once with piss.
Do an ammonia drip, dude. Just
Ugh.
Yeah, they
straight
do
in your
that.
fucking nose. That would probably kill you, I think. I
No,
think
they
that
actually
might
do
actually
it.
kill you.
Oh, ammonia.
Not ammonia,
Oh, I
dude.
thought you said
Ammonia
piss.
will fuck
I
you
thought
up,
you were talking
dude.
about piss. I thought you were talking about piss.
but why do people drink piss? What
They
do they
think
think?
it's got health benefits.
Yeah, it's supposedly like this miracle health cure for all kinds of shit.
So is that how you cured your cancer, D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He drank
You
my
pissed
piss.
in your mouth?
I pissed in his mouth.
He got up every morning, pissed in a glass, gargled it for 5 minutes, and just swallowed that shit. It's like it cured within 2 weeks.
I
Bear
did-
Grylls that shit.
I did all the fucking bad things. You guys know. You know I didn't stop drinking. I didn't stop smoking. You know, I didn't do those fucking things. And even in fucking remission now, it's like a 1.5 year remission. I'm still like a fucking unapologetic alcoholic. I smoke constantly and vape now. So just collecting vices, dude.
But dude, I mean, you actually gained weight during chemotherapy.
I did.
I mean, who gains weight? I mean, didn't someone tell your body about what chemotherapy is?
You're retarded, D.
I'm just waiting for the super cancer to fucking come back at this point.
Yeah,
Like
I'll get your guitars then.
Dude, I've just punished the shit out of my body. So like nobody feel bad for me when it comes back because I fucking deserve it.
Like,
Your body's like, here, have cancer. And you're like, fuck you, I'm doubling down. Here's some more alcohol.
Well, dude, like, look at all these other people out here that have, like, these traumatic experiences and that they, like, find God or, like, some, like, new age religion or, like, they fucking make some serious changes in their life. I've done none of those things. None of them.
Damn.
You ever butt chug piss?
No, good lord.
So D, I mean, I guess the during your time with your Geralds, right, when you're coexisting with your Geralds, did you get a lot of people that are emailing you various miracle cures on how?
Yeah, almonds and honey and all of this shit. And that's great, you know, that's great. I had to deal with those people while going through chemo. I'm like, do you know how dumb you are? Like, these people are fucking retarded.
Well, I've got two questions. One, were they urine-soaked fucking almonds? And two, did you have to butt chug them?
I just think that, like, when people are giving this advice, so like, oh, you need to get honey and almonds or what's like whatever it may be to cure whatever it might be that you might have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're a cancer patient, you're supposed to be in like a very sympathetic state. Like, people are supposed to like feel bad for you or whatever. But when you start contradicting these people as you're a fucking cancer patient receiving chemotherapy, they will not hold back. They will all caps your ass and call you a fucking moron on the internet while you're going through chemo.
Look here, you dying piece of shit. Take your almonds.
It's so fucking weird, man.
Yeah. I've never
Well,
heard
you're just
almonds.
a shill for Big Pharma.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
you are.
Yeah. So here's the Big Pharma.
Landon's getting white girl
Oh,
wasted
yeah.
over there, man.
I'm getting closer to that breakdown.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't get white girl wasted. He gets Michael Hutchins elegantly wasted. Come on, man. It's like you got to go in excess with that shit. Landon's no white girl wasted.
He's
Come
a white
on.
girl wasted. He's white girl wasted.
Yeah, that's
You ever
Alexis.
get David Hasselhoff wasted?
Allegedly.
Where you're just on the floor eating a cheeseburger for some reason?
And abusing your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, many times.
Pimp does that every fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, that's just a Tuesday and sometimes on a Wednesday.
Yeah, well, after they come back from bowling, 10-pin bowling, Pimp gets really drunk, lies around naked in the fucking lounge room eating cheeseburgers and abusing his family.
I do have a drunk cheeseburger story, though. I was at a truck stop.
Really?
Yes. We used to go to a truck stop after we leave the bars. There was a certain place we gotta go to. And I ordered, apparently, I don't remember this, but everybody tells me what happened. So I sat down at the table. I was so fucking wasted. And I ordered a cheeseburger. And they brought my cheeseburger out. They said I took one bite of the cheeseburger, threw it across the truck stop for some reason, stood up, and fell down. And then they had to pick me up and tote me out the fucking truck stop because I was out.
Fuck, dude, the visual of you hucking a cheeseburger across
They said I just
shit,
took
dude.
it, and dude said I just slung it like a fucking baseball across the goddamn truck stop.
Did you not like it? Like,
I
what the
don't
fuck?
know. I don't remember.
I know what happened. The cheeseburger vexed you a great deal,
Yeah,
and you
it
just
was a
fucking
vexing burger.
you snapped. You just fucking, you threw it away in the absolute fucking disgust. And you were so disgusted with fucking how bad that cheeseburger was that you just shut down for the night. You went, you know what?
Fuck that
I'm
cheese.
checking out for about 6 hours and just passed out.
They said, they said after I flung it, I stood up, and they said I threw my finger up in there like I was gonna say something, and then I just fell down.
Oh, dude, I don't know why that
This-
killed me.
This was the worst tasting cheeseburger I've ever tasted in my life.
This cheeseburger sucked. Bye. But
Like, it was clearly a reaction to the burger. Like, it was after a single bite that you're like, fuck this burger for whatever reason.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't remember it, but this is what they all told me I did, and I trust them.
I reckon you had a drunken epiphany and you realised that fucking meat was murder and you threw the burger away. You're about to announce your fucking new career as a vegan, but you passed out.
I became a drunk vegan for a minute.
Due to fucking malnutrition because you became a fucking vegan.
Yeah. I became a vegan when I was drunk.
Oh,
and
shit.
sober, I woke up a meat eater again. But yeah, that was my drunk cheeseburger story. Happily, nobody got punched. Because most of my stories have me getting punched or somebody else getting punched.
Whatever happened to the cheeseburger? You've left me hanging now. That poor cheeseburger. What was its fate?
It's living in a homeless shelter.
It's still there right now.
It's still at the truck stop right now, just laying in the corner.
It fell down behind a pot plant. No one has ever cleaned behind that fucking thing ever.
It's got a little fucking guitar. Nobody knows the trouble.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like a one of those slow violin songs. Is like rain is pattering on the ground, and it's like black and white, just like a slow pan of the one bite out of the hamburger. The flies aren't even landing on it; they're just flying by.
Now, I foresee that the burger has sat in a spot for so long that the mold that grew around it evolved into bamboo shoot-like structures, and it became like a Buddhist monk and a sage of wisdom, and it just sits there meditating all day about existence.
Yeah.
And the futility of it all.
Yeah. That's bad. That's real bad. I'm a cheeseburger flinger. I flung the cheeseburger, and I've received no tips, and we're like pushing the closing minutes. Well, we got 23 minutes. So.
You have to tip after that cheeseburger story.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like you can't
Yeah.
just hear that and not tip.
I can tell another story if you want. If we get tips.
Can we do a GoFundMe to put out a search party for the cheeseburger? I need to know its fate now.
The cheeseburger is at Landon's house right now. It's about to rape him.
Did you give the cheeseburger sanctuary, Landon? Jesus Christ!
The cheeseburger's gonna rape Landon because Landon's.
Well, it's part of it's a vegetarian sanctuary. So
yeah.
You ever butt chugged a cheeseburger?
Don't worry, little burger. One day we'll
only
reconstitute
kosher
back.
cheeseburgers.
I have butt chugged a cheeseburger. No, I'm sorry.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh no, we don't want to hear that story.
Dude, I got several stories from that truck stop too, man. I got drunk one night. I was in there in the bathroom, and they had the condom machines there and stuff. And I was just, for some reason, I remember this. For some reason, I was just standing there looking at the fucking condom machine, like, this is condoms. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just standing there looking at the condom machine. Dude walks in and says, "You gonna have a good time tonight, huh?" And I was drunk and I had a bad attitude, right? I looked at him and said, "It ain't none of your motherfucking business who I fuck or when I fuck or how I fuck." He's like, "Dude, I'm sorry. I was just joking." And I was like, "Get out of my bathroom."
Oh my God.
And he turned around and walked out.
That's so fucked up, man.
So you
mean.
basically you Fonzed the guy. You just became a fucking hostile Fonzie sitting in the bathroom.
Yeah, I was drunk and very bad. I was looking to pick a fight, and he just came across the wrong person at the time. And I felt sorry for the other guy. I was a drunk bully at the moment.
He just wanted to encourage your sexual activity, and you had to shit on him like that.
Yeah. I guess I was pissed off because I know I wasn't gonna be able to use the condom because I didn't have no pussy in that.
Man, now I want to start another GoFundMe to find that guy and to get him some psychological counseling because you probably scarred him for life and he's never went out again after that night. It's like he went home and said, "Mama,
what happened?
This big angry man, he threatened to kill me.
What happened to the guy?
I'm trying to make a joke."
When he walked out of the bathroom, he found a cheeseburger laying on the ground.
This is my lucky day.
Cheeseburger.
Dude, him and the cheeseburger are gonna start a class action lawsuit against you, dude. They're tired of your abuse.
Yeah, the same people that are suing Epic Games for the Fortnite dances is gonna fucking they're gonna do a class action lawsuit with the cheeseburger and this poor fucking emotionally scarred fucking trauma victim. You're fucked, pimp. Disavow.
Yeah.
I'm disavowing now. Just getting ahead of the fucking game. Disavow.
I fucked a girl in that parking lot at that truck stop too.
Damn,
We gotta
what
go
else
to this.
did
You know
do?
what? We should make some videos at this truck stop.
No, it's called the Truck Stop Chronicles. That's it. It's now a series of fucking videos.
There's a bunch of
standalone show.
stories. There's a bunch of stories from the truck stop. Cause see what it was? There was like always a like kind of like a. It was. We like to call it the bar after the bar. That's what we called that truck stop because everybody would leave the bars. Every bar, like Tupelo, they would all go to that fucking truck stop. Because it was like that. And it would be like a party there, man. Because people would be so fucking wasted and be having to get, and there'd be fights and fucking and all kind of good shit.
Cheeseburgers getting thrown left, right,
Yeah.
and center by fucking gangs.
Cheeseburger, yeah. I went into the kitchen one day. You're not supposed to go in there. And I got up, I was so drunk, and I walked into the kitchen, like, where my goddamn
Where's my goddamn cheeseburger?
Because they were slow, and I guess I was pissed because I wanted my food.
Well, you chucked the motherfucker last time. You're not getting your food.
Yeah. I watched a girl get stabbed in that fucking truck stop, too.
What the fuck, dude? You
Yeah,
got like endless fucked up stories
Yeah,
from
this
this
truck stop's all. The girl got stabbed with a fork.
Did she get
Fork?
stabbed for trying to eat someone's cheeseburger after she picked it up? on the fan
No,
up
what
and
it
threw away
was,
and stuff?
what happened was, this is what happened. I knew one of the girls. The girl that got stabbed, I knew her. She was up there with another chick's boyfriend.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, and I gotta find D's window got very small. I don't know why, but yeah.
Just like his penis.
What happened to me?
God damn it, D! Why'd you do this?
I shrunk.
Why you
Dan-
keep shrinking?
Is D in the second window by any chance?
He's in the
No,
third
I'm in
window
the
now.
third.
Damn it!
So
He
fucking
deserve-
small, dude.
He deserves to be in the second window now. God damn it, D.
I don't know what. I can't find him. I can't. It won't fix. Oh, motherfucker!
Look
God
what you
damn
did
it,
to
D.
me, dude. Look what you did to me. Look at this
It's-
shit.
It's D's fault for being sober.
It is. If I was drunk, I would be bigger.
So you actually contributed to your sobriety.
Did accidentally, yeah. I had totally forgot that I had made this deal the previous night while drunk.
There he goes. I got it fixed. I don't know, man. This OBS has a mind of its own sometimes. But yeah. Anyways. Oh, anyway, I was gonna tell the stab story. The girl walks in. The chick
Stab
was
story.
Yeah, the chick was with her boyfriend, right? So the girl just walks up to the table, grabs the fork, and said, "Bitch, I told you to leave my man alone." She first stabbed her like in the titty area, then she stabbed her in the face, and then she stabbed her in the arm. She's like, pop, 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 pop.
Fuck.
Bitch was bleeding and everything, but it wasn't like a real bad stab because it was with a fucking fork. But yeah, she fucked her up though.
Damn.
But you can't fuck that face up any worse. 'Cause that face was already ugly as shit. That bitch.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, that bitch was ugly,
Aw.
dog. That bitch
That's
was.
rough,
But I did. But the sad thing is, I did let that girl suck my dick.
She was looking good enough to steal some other girl's dude.
Well, yeah.
Was she a butterface or what?
working
no,
out,
she
dude?
was definitely. But she had a great body, but her face. Yeah, she definitely had a butter face.
Okay.
And the girl that stabbed, see, here's the thing. The dude was fucking the ugly chick on his girlfriend, and his girlfriend was hot from head to toe.
That's because the ugly chick will actually do shit.
Yeah, the ugly chick will fuck you like a porn star.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. That's the reason I like fucking Red Eye. He fuck you like a porn star. My OVS is fucking up again. Anyways, Landon, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm
Landon drunk.
I'm actually doing quite well.
Yo,
I'm thinking about. I mean, should I actually eat an apple as well as drink the wine? I mean, does D? I mean, D, when you're doing this stuff, do you like eat as well as drink, or you just drink?
No.
I usually don't
One's
eat
made of fruit.
nutritious things.
One's made from fruit. You good?
Oh,
That doesn't mean a
Like,
fucking thing.
like maybe substitute the apple for something far less healthy.
Yeah.
That
far
would be what I would do.
The
Like
best-
Any
a bag of
Twinkies?
Cheetos.
Yep. I'm gonna tell you something. The best thing to eat when you're drunk is greasy food.
actually, you know, the either Vegemite in hot water or Marmite in hot water. That's
Smear some fucking Vegemite on that apple, Landon. Let's do this shit.
okay.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's fucking.
That was. What have I just done?
You've done Vegemite.
And well, when
no.
he's going to get the mite,
He's going to go and do this. He's going to smear Vegemite. He's going to... Oh, this is going to be, yeah. He's braver than me. I wouldn't do it. I like Vegemite. I fucking hate apples, that's why.
CD, this is what happens when you're sober and Landon's drunk. See what you did? You fucked up the universe. You made a genius do some stupid shit.
There it is. Might of the veg. Put hair on your chest and your balls.
You gotta snort that like a real Australian.
I see Animancer in the chat room. Hello, Animancer. Hello,
Was he supposed to be on?
Let's give some. No, he wasn't supposed to be on today. Let's give some shout outs to some chat members. Bird Flu, what's happening, homeboy? We got 006 up in the bitch. How you doing? Anybody else? If you want me to shout you out, type in the chat room and I'll give you a little shout out. Also, tip. If you want to see an interview with my mom Sunday, let's get this stream made.
$1 million.
What?
No,
Fuck, I missed out.
Yeah, don't say anything.
What's up, Kevin? How you doing, Kevin? There's Kevin. We got Bill Portley. What's happening, bro?
Motherfucking Bill.
Bill Portley. Bill Portley. D, your mic's breaking up a little bit. What does that mean? What does that do? Or does that mean?
We have both been doing that.
All right.
Okay, maybe it's my connection. My connection's been kind of weak this morning.
All right. So there's real Vegemite.
Real Vegemite. Some Vegemite. It's goddamn apples. What's going to happen?
There's some apples there.
Some apples. Gotta put my Vegemite on my apple.
Now, should I on thin or thick?
Thick as fuck. I want to see
it on apples.
I don't even want to see an apple. I want it to be so thick. I don't even want to see the fucking apple.
All right.
So
what is it, dude? What is that?
That's Vegemite.
That's Vegemite, brother.
It's Vegemite.
Dude. Lennon is the man.
I've never had Vegemite.
That's like taking 5 shots of fucking whiskey.
I'm going to have to get Red Eye to send me some Vegemite. I'll pay him for it. Oh, okay.
Fucking A, Lennon, you're a fucking goddamn Australian.
Wow.
Legend. Fucking legend.
Actually...
It's not bad, is it? It's not bad.
That's a jump.
It's not bad.
apple and Vegemite.
Sweet
I recommend it.
It's like the thing I told you, tomato sauce and Vegemite on toast. It fucking sounds really fucking weird, but it works. Fuck yeah. Oh, well. Drunk man that likes Vegemite and apples. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna have more.
What the fuck, dude? Did you just zoom in your camera?
I didn't. I've not done shit.
Your shit's possessed, Pimpmunk.
Yeah, we're calling fucking. Let's just change.
God, I'm fucking huge now. Look how big I am. You can see Pikachu better. Look at that shit.
Good God.
Yep, you're a huge dude.
I'm gonna try it thinner to see how it is with thinner because that was kind of thick, but let's try the thin. So,
God damn it, D. Stay in one place.
I can't. I can't do it.
Well, seriously, folks, Vegemite isn't that bad. And with apples, it's actually got that savory and sweet bit.
All right, we got 10 minutes before we end the show. And the last 5 minutes, we're going to be playing Marshall's song. So... we need to see some tips. We need to see at least some tips. I mean, we don't have to make the $150 go, but we need to see some motherfucking tips. God damn it. I'll put you all on the clock. If you can hear my voice, your ass is on the clock.
Damn it, I'm on the clock.
Yes, you are on the clock, dude.
I'm too sober. I'm too sober to be on the clock.
No, you're not. God damn it, you went small now. God damn.
Oh, this is great.
Fucking Alice in Wonderland and this shit, dude.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, I think it's the Streamlabs OBS. I've heard a lot of people tell me your Streamlabs OBS got a lot of bugs. And I'm counting to find out it's got a lot of bugs. But still, it's still good. It's still good. I'm still in the learning process. I didn't do nothing, Red Eye says, in the chat room.
Yeah, check the side chat.
I seen that. I just would go mention.
But seriously, dude, you should try the Vegemite and apples. It actually is. It's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
You know what? I will.
Cool.
Look, for folks that haven't tried Vegemite before, you will. No, you need to try.
I can't find it around here.
Vegemite on toast. Look,
I had it.
I will send over some. I've got to resupply Landon with some, so I'll send over a couple of jars in a box.
I'll
and
pay
then
you for it.
Distribute. That's
They
cool.
make-
That's my shout.
They make pork sniffing Vegemite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get that at the moment. I haven't seen it on the shelves since the anniversary. So I'm actually going to contact Kraft and go, I want some more of that silver label Vegemite because it's better than the fucking normal stuff, and you must give it to me now, or I'm coming to the factory to make it my fucking self. Do we have an understanding?
Cool. Well, don't look like Pim getting no tips today. That's sad.
So toast was just, a start off with a toast and just a little bit of Vegemite, right?
Yeah.
Then they spread.
Lots of butter, tiny bit of Vegemite. Now, here's if I'll give you a quick tip on how not to do it. Go to YouTube and type in Aaron Ra eats Vegemite. That's what not to do. Because Aaron confuses manliness and bravery and stupidity, and basically he slightly went over the line from being brave and manly to, no, you just done fucked up, son. It's just like that's basically a 5 shots of whiskey thing that Aaron did with his first try, and he just go watch the vid. It's fucking awesome.
It is fucking awesome.
Oh man!
You will see regret on a human face. You will see what regret truly looks like.
You start out slow, but again, I just recommend.
Yeah.
You got to get decent apple, decent Vegemite.
Right
It
now,
works.
you drunk, anything tastes good.
Landon, you need to drink every show. I like this.
Vegemite, cheese, crackers. That's another good one. Plenty of pick your favorite nice cheese and just a little bit of Vegemite and get used to it. There's plenty of ways to. It's just really salty and very savory.
I'm
and
gonna
when
eat
you have
it on a grilled cheese sandwich.
that works. That actually works
Sandwich.
really fucking
So
well.
have you ever butt chugged Vegemite?
Butt chug Vegemite.
Oh God, that
no.
would be unpleasant.
Oh,
I can't even
my.
joke about that one.
That'd be like jelly juice, sort of salty. No. No.
Is that like butt chugging wasabi?
That'd be
That
rough.
would hurt.
That would be rough. Wasabi. Wasabi.
Oh, man.
Wasabi, my nigga.
You said wasabi.
Yeah. I did say wasabi. Wasabi, my bobby. I'm my nobby.
Oh yes,
Lord.
alcohol. It's the great equalizer.
You never, Animations, I never thought I would hear Landon say butt chug in my life. Landon's a whole lot cooler than you think, especially when he's like, got a little tipsy whipsy.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I've heard him drop the C-bomb at least
Oh,
once.
I've heard him cuss like a motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard Landon drop a C bomb.
I think it was reference to the Queen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 You get Landon on
No,
royalty, he'll
actually,
start
there was
cussing.
twice. The other time you just made you just casually used it in an Australian reference. It's like, Jesus Christ, you may be Australian.
When me and
Just made a
Landon,
reference and dropped it.
When me and
I
Landon,
mean, Australians use the C word for all kinds of things.
yeah, they do. When me and Landon are alone, though, he likes to say the word "fuck me, daddy" a lot. You know.
Right in the cunt.
Do Australians use a C word for the C word, or they use something else?
No, we don't usually say pussy or vag or everything cunt, because cunts, it doesn't really mean that down here. So when we're talking about cunts, it's like you're a absolute fucking cunt or you're an awesome cunt.
Yeah.
But no, pussy's basically that's my favorite, or vagina, or
Yeah. Well,
penis warmer,
yeah.
vagina, mate.
The furry clam.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and go to the 5 minutes, and then at the end of the show, we're gonna play it out. And yeah, so yeah, we
What
got
does
5
that
more.
mean?
We got 5 more minutes to talk. And
What
get
does that
tips.
mean? To play us out?
What does it mean?
What does
There's
it-
no words there.
Yeah. Fuck it. We'll do it.
We shall do it live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live, and Landon will eat goddamn Vegemite on apples. And Dave will be like, so wanting to drink a beer right now.
Dude, when this fucking stream is over, I'm just dead sprint to the fucking fridge because
Hey, Dave,
What
do
kind
us
of
a
beer?
favor.
What kind of beer?
Please don't get alcohol
Yeah,
poisoning.
I'll tell you what. Okay, because he has with the host show. I lift the ban of alcohol, and you shall go get a beer now, my son.
I'm gonna go get it right now. I'll be right back.
D is an alcoholic.
Tequila back there? What is that?
I'm putting the cap on the wine, then because D is.
I think he's suffered enough, man.
I mean, besides, in about 2.5 hours, I got to go past TSA.
Yeah.
Oh.
You going to family?
I'm getting on a flight, and they didn't let you on a flight.
You going to spend some time with your family on holidays?
And of course, then Pimpmunk will do the Mama Pimp interview.
Yeah, Sunday I will do the
tip.
Yeah, if we made the stream go today, which we haven't even made part of it, I would have done it publicly, but now it's just for Patreons.
Yeah, and I've been practicing my questions for Mama Pimp.
Yeah, and it's only for yeah. There you go. And she won't be on camera, but she will be on voice. She don't.
All right, so I put the cap on the bottle since D is now drinking on my behalf.
Oh my God!
What beer?
There's a large psychological like satisfaction thing going on here. Just the
first sip, he's lifted his spirits.
I'm just like, oh man.
Have you ever been so happy to have a drink?
looks like he's masturbating. Look.
Hey, D, have you ever been so happy and so thirsty that you just butt chugged your first beer?
No, I've never butt chugged anything.
Nigga, seriously, y'all ain't nobody gonna tip nothing today. We gave you a bonus show. You're not gonna tip fucking nothing.
If you tip now, D will butt chug the rest of that beer.
I mean, I had real Vegemite on real apple, right?
Yeah, that's pretty fucking retarded. I mean, that was awesome.
And I recommend it too. So. I told you about Edward
amazing.
Cleaver and my Black Panther connection pass. I told you about Storms, and you didn't tip.
Landon was on the fucking show and no one tipped. That's shameful display.
Well, they're going to show you. Landon won't be back on the fucking show.
We have all brought great shame upon our ancestors and our fucking households, and we should hang ourselves in shameful display.
It's too bad.
Shameful dick spray.
Shameful dick spray.
Shameful dick spray. Shameful dick spray. You're a son of a bitch.
You brought great shame upon your ancestors. Shameful dick spray.
Your dick spray all over here.
Shameful dick spray.
Would you like a grape slushy? you no buy nothing. You got to leave.
That makes no sense.
What? Why? Are you saying Japanese people can't sell grape slushies?
Was that Japanese?
It was something.
Wow.
I did not think Japanese. I thought like Native American or some shit. I don't know why.
I thought Russian.
Don't you dare assume my fake accent.
I'm triggered.
Damn it. That's just wrong.
Ooh. You're about to play us out, I do believe.
What does that mean?
Because no one tipped.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, nobody.
1 fucking minute, dude.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What did I just say?
Means I made absolutely no money today, and I'm sad about that.
I feel like we still got so much to talk about, though. Yeah. So much left on the table.
Well, I tell you what, if somebody tip, and then it's actually time. If somebody tip, within 2 minutes, we'll go the full 2 hours today.
Because I have some relevant questions for D, and if you want to hear those relevant questions, you got to tip.
Yeah.
Also, I have some questions for Landon.
It's got to be more than $25 too.
Specifically about this insane week we've had in politics this last week.
Oh yeah,
crazy, dude.
And by the way, there's more insanity than just in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know if you know, but there's actually a world outside of the United States.
Bullshit.
That's not
Yeah, I don't believe that.
It's all fake then.
That's not true at all.
Yeah.
Red eye doesn't even exist.
That's
right.
That's a shameful dick spray.
I'm a crisis actor on a stage at fucking in a backlot in fucking Universal Studios. You all think it's a storage room. It's really fucking fake Australia. The set.
The shit.
Yeah.
The
It's
shit.
not a very big set, but we fit 5 states and Parliament House all into this fucking thing. You guys have never noticed. It's fucking amazing. We pretend to help you guys with moon missions and everything.
Yep. Yep.
Wasn't, if it wasn't for fake Australia, you guys wouldn't have got round the back end of the moon. Apollo 8 would have been up shit creek. I think it was Apollo 8. Was that Apollo 8 landing that went?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And
of course, if it wasn't for Australia, you wouldn't have seen the live pictures from Apollo 11 landing too.
That's right.
That's right.
So you should tip Australia now,
You tip Australia.
and then we'll donate that to Pimp.
Donate it to Pimp.
But we'll take our cut of 99.5% off the top, just like Patreon, but better.
99.9%.
And then I'll deplatform you.
Flatform you.
Yep.
Anyways,
I'll deplatform you with a shameful dick spray.
its time has been gone. It's been the 2 minutes.
Fuck you guys.
Fuck them guys. That's all right, though.
Oh.
That's all right. We can't make money all the time. I wish we could, though. But anyways, we're gonna play this wonderful song called "Boxed In" by the wonderful, talented Marshall Madsen here. Thank you for premiering it here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and thank you everybody for joining me today. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate
All right,
everybody for
guys.
watching, and we'll see you. Remember, guys, there will not be a show Christmas Eve, but there will be a show Christmas Day. Well, for the people who ain't got no family or just can't make it to their families, you can come laugh with us.
And I say, if I'm able to join it there, doing on the family, I will. Otherwise,
Yes, sir.
of course, I will see you on the 23rd. We'll arrange for the time as to Mama Pimp interview.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys, here we go. Boxed In
Play us out.
by Marshall Madsen. Boxed In.
Complex mind is what's been bugging me. I only want to go to the real me that I don't know. A simple life is all I really need. A complex mind is what's been bugging me. I only want to go to the real me that I don't know. 4x4x4. I don't wanna run out the door. My life's become 4x4x4. I don't wanna run out the door. My life's become 4x4x4. I don't wanna run out the door. My life's become 4x4x4. I don't wanna run out the door. My life's become hide inside my mind's become my temple. Used to run and hide inside my mind's become my temple. what's been bugging me. Only want to go to the real me that I don't know. A simple life is all I really need. A complex mind is what's been bugging me.